Hi everyone. We're just gonna wait for others to join us. Okay. As we are waiting, please like and share. As you come in, like and share. Like and share as you come in, guys. Can you come in now? All right. Hello everyone. Just gonna wait till for YouTube to notify others. Please like as it come in. Like and share as it come in. Like and share as it come in. Like and share, guys. Like and share. I'm just giving YouTube a couple of minutes to notify people. And happy Sunday as well. Happy Sunday to you all. Happy Sunday. Did you all go to church today? I'm not ignoring you guys. I'm just trying to set up a schedule for a video that I've got here. Please like and share as a comment. I really appreciate it. Please like and share. Just a couple of more minutes and then we shall start. Hi, Pearl. How are you? Happy Sunday. How's Abuja? Please like and share as a comment. These are fine. Abio, these are fine. I'm already thinking of another hairstyle to make. Probably going to do another braids because I'm a naturalista girl, so it just makes things easy for me, especially when I'm going to work in the morning. But the only I struggle when I'm going to work because obviously I can't leave my hair down like this at work. I need to put it in a like that, nothing falling. So it's always a struggle. So guys, please come in, and let me get the video of today ready because we are going. I'm sure everybody already listened to that video anyway. So you all know as I do. Um, I'm going to play the video. We'll talk and analyze as we go on. Okay, that's what I'm going to be doing because the video is quite long. I don't know how other people are uploading it to. Some people have it on their channel like that, and I don't know if they receive copyright or not. But I don't want to do that in case I get copyright. I don't want to receive copyright. So, right, since a lot of us or quite a handful of us are in, so let us start. So you all know the issue with Psquare, and if there's any of you here would let me do a quick introduction. My name is Wemimo, hey ho, and I'm also known as Thatmumof5 and also known as TMO5 Kanduko. If you're new to my channel, welcome, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. And oh, by the way, I've got a glass of red wine. I've got a bottle of red wine. So let me open that up. So let me know, guys. Has any of you seen that interview by Jude Okoye? I don't even know how to open this. Oh, I should have asked my husband to open this for me. Okay, hold on. Have you any of you watched that did any of you watch that live stream? I watched the live stream yesterday, but I was very, very tired. I slept off. But then I need to use the cock. Shit. All right, okay, let me text one of my kids to bring me the other one in the fridge. So, 1 second, guys. I'm going to mute you. Sorry about that, guys. I forgot. I didn't realize that it's one of those ones that I need a corkscrew. So I'm not. I've asked my son to bring another one. So, as you all know, P Square, they are the twin, Rude Boy and Mr. P. So Paul and Peter Okoye, they are the twin Nigerian singers, and they have lots of music that's blown left over. So this is Prosecco. So they've got lots of music like oh hey 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 hey, oh hey 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 hey, and there's another one, no one like you. Right, I can't sing the song off my head, but you all know them, and like I tell, they're making millions, like billions, if not. So we all heard of their, being together, and then they separated. So many things has gone down between them, and like did a live stream about them last week. So if you've not watched that video, if I'm editing this back, I'm going to leave it in the card for you to go watch. So I did a live stream about Mr. P. So they look really, really alike, but we can easily differentiate them. So I wrote a note. So Mr. P, who is Peter Okoye, is the clean shaven one. So Peter Okoye is as low cut, okay? And Rude Boy, who is Paul Okoye, is the one with the dreads. Yeah. And their brother is Jude Okoye. So Peter and Paul are the twin singers. They are the ones who sing. They are the ones we know as Psquare. And Jude Okoye is their brother, who is also their manager. Apparently, during this video that we're going to be listening to, Jude said that he is not the eldest, that they've got another two older brothers. So that means there are five boys. Wow. So sometimes last week, Mr. P, who is Peter, obviously wrote an open letter to his brother Paul to say, you know what, he doesn't have anything against him, that he found so many things that were hidden from him, and one of those is finding out that there are some monies that were not properly explained. There's a fake company, that he doesn't know who owns the company, and also he spoke about the fact that he was not going to involve his brother Paul in the petition against Jude, their elder brother, with EFCC. So that post, if you are interested in reading it, I will leave it on my YouTube community tab. You can go read it there. I'll post it there so you can read it if you've not seen it. However, the video, what we're going to be doing today is listening to what Jude Okoye has to say, because when I did a live stream about the letter Peter wrote to Paul, I did say maybe, just maybe, their brother, who is Jude, should step away from them and let them be. Apparently, there's been lots of comments in the on social media saying that that Paul is siding, I believe that Jude is siding with Paul, and Jude is going against Peter. And obviously, in all of this, Peter is saying that he doesn't get respected, his opinion doesn't get listened to, they don't value him as part of the member of Psquare. And Peter is saying that Jude is not a part of Psquare, that Jude should step aside, he should leave him and Peter, to do stuff. So Jude, who is their brother and who also happens to be their manager and their director, claimed that in the past 8 years he has not been involved in anything to do with Psquare, that both Peter and Paul removed him from receiving royalties, removed him from Psquare in total, that only Peter and Paul are known as Psquare, that Jude should not be a part of Psquare. Apparently, with the contract they all signed one another, Jude, Peter, and Paul, three of them are known as Psquare. However, Peter is saying, no, me and Paul are Psquare. We are the one that sings. And there's a lot of questions I've got as well that I want to ask. And these questions, as we listen to this video, I'm going to be asking them. And please, please, guys, I'm going to be asking these questions genuinely. It might sound as if maybe I'm picking side or the other way around, but I am not, okay? It's just the way I understood things in regards to what we've learned so far. So I'm going to be asking these questions innocently. It's not as maybe I know a lot about what happens in terms of musical contract or anything like that. Hi, Cindy Emmanuel, how are you? Please like this live stream as a comment. So let's start listening to the videos, okay? We're going to be listening to the voice. I don't want to upload it straight to my channel because I don't want YouTube to strike me. So we're going to be listening to the voice. So I'm going to forward it because there's a song playing here.
You guys know me as Jude of the Psquare, even if normally for and all right, my name is Jude Okoye.
That's the brother.
You guys know me as Jude of the Psquare, even if I've not had anything to do with Psquare for the past 8 years.
Can you guys hear it?
But it's so good. My name is Jude Okoye, and due to what has been going on for, I think, for the past weeks, normally for me, be myself, now I approach stuff like this, I normally sit it out. Uh, but I have to come and make this live video because it wasn't about me anymore.
Mhm.
My family was involved in the whole thing, and
So with him saying that his family was involved, in the petition written by Peter, EFCC, his wife was included in the petition. Okay. Hi, Olajimoke. How are you? Happy Sunday. We're just about to listen to Jude Okoye, his own side of the story about everything Peter has accused him of. Okay. Can you guys hear me clearly?
I have to come and
Can you guys
tell
hear
you
the recording
guys
clearly
what
as well?
it's all about. Okay, first of all, let me start from the beginning of Psquare. I think most of you already know the story and how Smooth Criminal started through MMPP, then they now became Psquare. How Peter was more of the Smooth Criminal dancing, and Paul was more of singing after he broke out from
So Jude is saying here that Peter is more about. Oh, let's go back and listen to that again.
to come and tell you guys what it's all about. Okay, first of all, let me start from the beginning of Psquare.
Please like this
I
live
think
stream.
most of you already know the story and how Smooth Criminal started through MMPP, then they now became Psquare. How Peter was more of the Smooth Criminal dancing, and Paul was more of singing after he.
So it says here that Paul, who is rude boy, is more of the one who sings the more, while Peter is the one who who dance, who's got the moves. Okay.
Broke out from dancing with the Smooth Criminals, started following me around, and started, singing. The first song that Paul ever wrote in his life was "Say Your Love." That was when I knew that there's something.
Say your love, no they lie. Say your feelings, no they die. That's the song. So that was the first song ever that I said Paul ever wrote. Okay.
Yeah. And when they went to the University of Jos, I was like, okay, this is, dancing Michael Jackson, imitating Michael Jackson in the secondary school time period is fine and okay. But now that you're in university, you cannot come to the university and still be, doing such because people are expecting that you should be upgraded by then. Why don't you guys, fuse yourself together and possibly dance to your own music instead of you imitating Michael Jackson? Paul, bring your song, fuse it together. You guys can form a team, and that was how P Square came about to be. So, long story short, we started the hustle from Jos together. Then we now came to Jos, came to Lagos, and everything is history. How we sacrificed everything to make the team work. How we came from just having nothing to Lagos, and you know, working together as a team till this moment of crisis here and there every now and then. We started in 2013, ending of 2013.
Please
So
like as you come in.
it's crazy because it's kind of emotional, but it's something that needs to be said, and it has to be said just to get the
Hi, Abby Crystal. How are you? Happy Sunday.
record straight. I this because I having issues from 2013 ending to early of 2014.
Yeah.
I tried as much as possible to, because it has been going on since, but from 2013, 2014 was when it went out to the public, when it became public knowledge. And by then, it was so difficult then to curtail, because once something seeps out to the public, it becomes a public
Matter.
thing that
Yeah.
you cannot be able to take back. So from 2014, people had issues, 2015, 2016, 2017. Then they now had the break of almost 5 years and came back in 2020, ending of 2021. And now again, they're having issues again. Why I'm here is because I was one way or the other involved in the Psquare saga once again, even though I have never had anything to do with Psquare for the past 8 years. Since 2016 to date, I've not been Psquare's manager, I've not been Psquare's director, I've not been Psquare's anything. I have just been on my own, doing my own real estate business, focusing on my own hustle. And one way or the other, anytime there has to be any crisis affecting P Square, my name will one way or the other find itself in the midst. I don't know how it happens, but Peter seems to see still have a way of bringing me inside the problem. So let's start with the EFCC case. In February, I think February ending, I started getting calls from people that have done businesses with, people that I have made payments to, and people that have made payments to me. Every transaction I've ever had, tell me that EFC invited them, and they were asked to come and account for whatever business they had with me. And most especially, all of them were all more on the Dome account. So I was believing that okay, this problem has to do with the new government that is in place, and that they are chasing Binance, they are chasing everybody that's making the FX
Can
rise
you
or
guys hear
everything.
this
They were just looking at
clearly?
it, just move past. Until somebody that paid Naira into the account called me and told me, hey, they asked him to come and explain for what he did, what the 500,000 Naira he paid in my account in 2015 was for. Then I was like, okay, this is not about FX or Binance anymore.
Abby said, I feel like this issue needs the intervention of a lawyer to review the terms and agreement between the- yeah. But at some point, I felt like there are lessons to be learned for everybody to learn from this thing that's happened between them. So at some point I used to be like, oh, if you want to do something, involve your family. But now you don't even have to involve your when it comes to business, don't involve your family, don't involve your friend. Let it be a total outsider. I'd rather do a business and employ outsiders and pay them so that if I decide that if I felt like what they are doing does not go well with me, I can easily fire them. But in this case, it's hard because their manager, their director is their blood, is their brother. So in a way, even if lawyer come in now, lawyer might be still be able to split everything amongst them. But then there are some things within this video that I felt like, is that how it works? So I don't want to jump the guns. I want us to listen and then we can pick, from the things that is said. Because for me, when you involve siblings in money issues, they said that it is money that will cause fight among friends, talk more siblings. So I felt it was a mistake on the part of the twin to have involved their brother as their manager and director. I felt like it should have been an outsider that they will place on salary so that if the manager misbehaves, they can fire him or her. Okay, so let's keep listening because obviously he has his own part of explanation to make. And like I said, I have lots of questions that I really want to ask, and these questions are genuine questions that I really don't know how it works. But it would be lovely if people who have an idea of how things like this work, then they can educate us all.
Something fishy is going on. So it kept on coming like that. Everybody I've ever done business
Hi OJ, how are you?
were calling me different people. And then in 22nd, I think 22nd of April, 2 days to my birthday, I was invited to come to the EFCC. I went there with Paul. I didn't know that Paul was even invited. He showed me that, oh, he was even invited the same day. I said, okay, let's go to the same day. Let's go the same day. When I went there with our lawyer, we went there, then I opened the file and they were asking me, okay, this money was found in your account. I said, yes. This money belongs to P Square. I said, yes. So what is it doing in your account? I was like, why are you asking me what P Square's money is doing in my account? It is my own share of P Square. They were like, no, that there's a petition against me. I said, okay, let me see what the petition was about. And then they gave me the petition. That's when I knew that it was Peter that wrote a petition against me.
You all heard there. So Jude, their brother, being their director and manager, is part of P Square. So which means that whatever anything that comes in for P Square, they divide it in three places. That's how it works. Okay, that's according to what he's saying and what he said. is a part of Psquare. So whatever comes in, shows, royalties, whatever that comes in into Psquare's pockets, they are dividing it into three places. So which means that they are probably getting equal share. So
It's December ending of 2023. The investigation started in 2024 January, and the petition was saying that I opened a secret company and I was siphoning P Square's money to my personal.
so the secret company is called Northside Music, which is different from the company that both the three of them knows about. Okay, I think the one that P Square are aware of is the Northside Entertainment Inc. Inc. So Peter felt like, Peter felt there's something going on, that which one is Northside Music. Okay, so Peter had is he obviously is suspicious of his brother Jude from all he has found. Hence why he wrote a petition to EFCC.
Account. I was like, no, this is royalties. Paul has the same publishing royalty coming to him every quarter. Peter has the same royalties coming to him every quarter. Jude has royalties also coming to him every quarter. We have an agreement within the three of us that anything that has to do with P-Square proceeds goes three ways to the three of us.
Did you guys hear that? Anything that they pay to P Square pockets, they divide it into three. And hence why I have a question. Peter and Paul, they are the ones who sing, they are the ones who dance. Their brother is a director and manager. Why are they sharing the proceeds of P Square into three and giving him one third? And the other two are sharing the remaining one third. Like they share it into three and they're taking one part. So this is where I said I have genuine questions that I don't know if that is how it works or not. But for obviously for someone like me who is not into music industry or into signing contracts, is that how it works? So it's more, to me, I felt like it's more like baboon they walk, monkey they chop, because it's these guys, it's the twin that sing, they are the ones that dance, they come up with their ideas and stuff. But you, their manager, their director, why do they have to share everything that goes into P Square's pocket into three, and you all take a share? These are one of the genuine questions I have, guys. So I'm not saying this because I want to ridicule or because I'm picking sides. No, I'm not picking sides, and I'm sure you guys will agree with me. Okay. Hi, Maurice. How are you?
Peter gets his own, he shares with us. Paul gets his own, he shares with us. I get my own, I share with two of them. That's how it has been going. Until 2017, or rather, yeah, 2017, 2016, when Biscuit had issues with fighting in the Festus Kiamo's office and all that, there was a split of Biscuit. Peter stopped
So their lawyer was Festus Keyamo, I think. Yeah.
sharing. Paul came and gave me money. I was like, yo,
Very well, thank you, Maurice. Thanks for joining.
I think you can keep your money because Peter has stopped sharing. So I think what is going to happen?
So at some point, Peter stopped sharing royalties. So I think they all have their different portfolios. So any money that comes to Peter, whatever percentage he gives Jude his own, he gives Peter his own. If any money comes to Paul, because out of his own royalties, he shares into three, gives Peter one, gives Jude one. If anything comes in from Jude's royalty, he shares into three, distributes it. So at some point, Peter stopped sharing. And when Paul brought his own share to come and give Jude, Jude were like, don't give me anymore because Peter has stopped giving me my own share. So I hope you guys are following.
Now is that everybody should start keeping what they get because Peter is incommunicado now. Nobody can reach him. So I think that's the best thing. People were like, yeah, let's everybody keep what they get. And that is how it has been for over 4.5 to 5 years.
So all three of them have been keeping whatever each of them get from their portfolios for the past 4.5 years, according to Jude. Okay, so whatever Peter is getting, he's been keeping his money. Whatever Paul's been getting, he's been keeping it, and whatever Jude gets, he's been keeping his money as well.
Or thereabout till 2021 November when they came back together. And I did the noble thing, which was I returned the catalog back to the fold so that
Okay.
the three of us can be sharing it equally as usual, which was what was expected of me to do.
Mm-hmm.
But surprisingly, they refused to return their own. as I'm speaking to you.
Okay, Jude said he returns his own part of the portfolio. Why should Peter and Paul return anything back to the fold? Because they own P Square. I hope you guys understand what I'm saying here. Peter and Paul are the ones who formed P Square. They owned P Square. So whatever it is that was shared amongst the three of them, because they are the ones who owns the whatever belongs to P Square, why should they bring their own part back together? Because like I said, Jude, though being their brother, is only their manager. And one thing I'm of the opinion that you being the manager, you shouldn't have any rights or ownership to any of what P Square owns. Because, for example, let's say, for example, Jude was an outsider who is their manager. So OJ said Jude was their manager, yes, and I guess it gives advice, marketing and arranging gigs, shows. This is my little understand. Yes, which is what any third party will do, but him having rights to the royalties of P Square is what I don't understand. So I don't know, maybe that's how it works. So like it's just like, let's say three of my kids now, two of them are singing, and one of the oldest said, "Oh, I'm going to be managing you guys." So if you're managing them and giving them advice, whatever money they make, they will pay you salary, right? I think what they should have done in this regard was that treat their brother Jude as the manager he is and pay him salary rather than him having a share in everything P Square owes. That's why I think. Oh, but maybe with music entertainment contract, maybe there's a different way it works. But in normal, if me, I'm just looking at it with my naked eyes, with my own simple understanding, I don't think Jude, their brother, should be sharing royalties equally or should be sharing monies that was paid to P Square equally with them. I'm just thinking, oh, is this my own personal opinion? Hence why I said I have some genuine questions to ask, and I don't know, maybe that's how it works or not.
Right now, they are still keeping the royalty publishing that they receive quarterly. Peter is still keeping his own to himself. Paul is still keeping his own to himself. The one I was keeping to myself, I have returned to the fold. The three of us are sharing since 2022.
So he's saying now that Peter keeps his own portfolio, Paul kept his own portfolio. The portfolio that he has returned it back to the fold, which means that his own share, the three of them now share it. Meanwhile, the twin are no longer giving him anything out of their own share. But obviously, because part of what he has is an entity of the entity still belongs to P Square, so he has brought it back, and whatever is coming from the one he has brought back, the three of them are still sharing it.
2022, something like that. That was my story to the EFCC. And they said, okay, but the two of them are P Square. That Peter said that I was uh, an unemployed graduate from Jos that didn't have any job.
That
And
Peter amount
they
is
had
sharp.
issue when they had issues with their former manager, may so rest in peace, Bayo. That they now invited me to come and manage P Square for them, so I can be on salary. I told him no, but I was one that brought them to Lagos. That I was one that even made the group P Square. So no, that was what Peter told him. I said, okay, that means when I'm coming tomorrow, I'm going to bring my CSCs, I'm going to bring my MOUs, I'm going to bring every document that I had.
So Jude is claiming he was the one that even created P Square, while Peter is saying no, because they used to have a manager, but that manager passed away. So the boys now said he should, manage them. And Jude is claiming that it was the one that brought them to Lagos, that it was practically the brain behind P Square. That's what he's just said there.
Prove that I am not just a bystander. I am part and parcel of P Square. They said, okay, what I should not blame them, that the only P Square they know is just Peter and Paul on TV. I said, yeah, I know, I understand. The next day being my birthday, I tried to excuse them that, okay, can I be allowed not to be there on my birthday so that I can have time to attend to my guests and everything? They said, no, that's okay. I should just come that day that they're going to release me by 12, 1 o'clock so I can go and attend to my guests. I said, no problem. So the next day I came. Now I came with just Paul. I didn't come with my main lawyer. And I gave them all the documents. The guy looked at it and was like, wow, Did Peter sign this? I said, look at his signature. This is the CAC that we opened the company with, both Square Records and Outside Entertainment. They were like, you are even more than P Square. I was like, I don't understand what you mean. They said, look, you are entitled to 40% shares, while the two of them are entitled to 30%, 30%. I said, well, I'm not supposed to say it with my mouth, you can see. Then they said, okay, if that is the case, so I should come and I should prove to them that we have an MOU that we're supposed to be sharing it equally. I said, if the CSC is not enough, okay, we have an MOU. This is the MOU. The MOU clearly stated that the P Square comprises of three entities: Peter, Paul, Jude. Every process of the P Square goes three ways to Peter, Paul, Jude. Nobody has the right to take every P Square song.
He has shared a copy of that MOU of how all the money from P Square should be shared. He has already he just posted that on his page on Instagram. He shared that it's about seven on Instagram. So he's just shared that. So the MOU shows just like I said that he as the manager is meant to get 40% of whatever comes to P Square, while Peter and Paul we get 30% each. I still feel like that's like monkey walking babu the chop. Like guys, correct me in the comment section if that's how it works. So because why should the manager be getting more than people that are singing and dancing? Like I don't understand it. Okay, I don't understand it, guys.
Log, video, likeness, image, outside the benefit of P Square. So, in a nutshell, I was able to establish that I am not a bystander, that I was P Square, that I played my role in the P Square situation. Long story short, they started asking me some questions that I felt very irritated about, even though I did not understand them, but now I do understand. They were asking me, okay, I built I built a mansion in Ikoyi. I said yes. Where did I get the money from? Now it became. I've already explained to you what the money you said was petitioned against me in the account, what it was for. That this is my own money I was keeping from the royalty. Go and check Peter's own. You will see his own in his account. Go and check Paul's own. You will see his own in his account. Peter cannot come and say Jude is stealing our money from us. You come and just look at the account and see P Square's money and say, yeah, Peter said he's stealing his money. Look at the money here. I said, no. Check Peter's account. You see his own share there. Check Paul's account. You see his own there. Why are you just flashing the light on my own alone? So I told them that now you're asking me, I built a mansion, where did I get the money from? This one, where did I get the money from? I was like, yo, P Square ended in 2017. I've devoted my life from the day even before I went to university. I devoted my life in P Square. There is nothing else I do aside P Square. I put my life on hold just to make sure that P Square succeeds. And all of a sudden, I am wanted out of P Square. I didn't have a problem. I saw what you guys are saying. Jude, is it by force? Leave P Square alone. Leave P Square alone.
Well, from what I did from the last live stream I did, because reading what Peter wrote there, I was like, okay, maybe Jude should just leave them alone. If we are constantly having disagreement with one of them, and it's obviously clear what one of them wants, maybe just step aside. I was of that opinion as well.
I understand that the fans are more interested in what their favorites want, not what the truth is or what is the right thing to do. And by 2016, I decided to say, okay, no problem. If this is what they wanted, I needed to step down. Let me step down. Let me step away. I stepped away. P Square ended. I had another thing to do. I sold my house in America. I sold my house here. I put all my resources that I had together to go and build that. I even borrowed money from few colleagues and friends to get that project finished. So why are you asking me where? So they now said, okay, since I'm not cooperating, no problem. I should go and get a shorty. I'm going to be detained and here and there and there. Okay. It happened that I was taken to the booking section. They removed my wristwatch. They bagged my wristwatch, my shoes, and everything. Took off my jewelry and my wallet and everything. And I was about to be sent in when somebody else now came and said, okay, that I should wait a bit. Then after like 30 minutes, then I came back and said, okay, that the boss wants me to come and to come out and come back tomorrow morning. That's how I left. I think I left around midnight, close to midnight of that same birthday. Before I got home, all my guests have finished eating my food, my drinks, without me being present, and they've gone. But I think the ones that came and left understood what was going on, but they were close friends, so I didn't have anything to bother. So it was still kept, hush hush that period. So that was how I was detained, so to speak, detaining. I spent the whole day from 9 o'clock in the morning till that midnight of that same day of my birthday. So I literally spent my birthday in the EFCC custody or detention or whatever you want to call it. So, and I came back, I was like, okay, seriously, what is the meaning of this? Somebody is sending a petition against me that I siphoned money. It's like saying, you are accusing me of having a bag of rice that belongs to three of us, but you have a dozen bag of rice that belongs to three of us in your possession. How are you accusing me of the one that I have? Okay, if that's your case, let's go and see how it's going to end. The EFCC people wanted to keep it hush hush until it came out in the public domain that Psquare are now in the EFCC, they are having tussles and here and there. I had nothing to do with Psquare. I just had a petition against me about royalties. Then all of a sudden, the royalty thing now shifted when he found out that all these allegations are not holding anything because what he told them that me being a bystander is not what was established. It was established that I was part and parcel of Psquare on papers and everything. So he now went back to 2008,
I hope you
2009 when
guys
he
are
came to
following.
Lagos. The first account we ever opened for me to explain every transaction that's ever happened in our account for over almost 19, 20 years. I can't even remember the money I spent last week. And somebody is asking me to account for money spent 19 years ago, what it was for. Every money that has my name on it in the account must be explained. I was like, okay, no problem. Let me see what I can be able to do with that. I was able to, by his grace, have, if not all of them, most of the accounts that he was pointing at. Most especially, there's this tree that he was mentioning. I think that was how he was trying to get Paul involved in the whole thing. Saying that me and Paul were sharing monies without giving him his own share. He now pointed out where there was an account where Paul had $100,000 and there is none for him. And that place where Paul had $150,000, there was none for him, and one of whatever. Then I was like, okay, let me go and look at it and find out what, because it's been like, that was 2013 and 2014. I said, let me go and check. That was over 10 years ago. 2-3 days later, I came back with my defense and I was like, this $100,000 he's complaining about was exactly the same day he got engaged to his girlfriend, then girlfriend, now wife. He bought a Range Rover for her, same day, same time. Paul did not buy Range Rover for anybody. He said, Jude, put my own in my own account, and I did that. Why are you calling EFCC on me to come and explain what Paul is doing with $100,000 in his account when you use your own to buy a Range Rover to engage your wife? Same day. The second one of $150,000 was on the middle of January 2014. You told me you wanted to buy a Bentley. I gave you $200,000.
Can you guys see the kind of money that Nigerian music artists are making? $150,000. This $150,000. Like, shame me, I no go carry my all of my children now. We should start singing. Can you guys hear the amount of money is calling? Eh? All of you that you are watching me, we are sleeping. Oh, we should talk to music artists. We should start singing. Oh, that you guys hear the amount of money is calling.
Paul said, I'm not buying a Bentley. Put $150,000 in my account and send me $50,000 to go to America to catch fun with. And now you are asking me to come to EFCC to come and explain why Paul has $150,000 in his account and you don't have yours. Paul has $150,000 in his account. You had a Bentley. The thing was so annoying, so frustrating that I am now the person that has to be explaining what your memorable times, periods are supposed to be for you? Am I supposed to be the one to remind you of when you engaged your wife with a Range Rover? That was when Paul had his money. The data is very clear there. Am I supposed to be the one to tell you that you bought a Bentley? You bought a Bentley, but not buy a Bentley. That's why Paul had $150,000 in his account. Now, I am now heading the EFC to come and be explaining that I'm giving Paul that amount, then I'll go behind and share it with Paul. Now, all those accusations now, when there's one again that he held very dear, very little amount, 25,007. That's why he got Jason Njoku involved or something. That there's when money got into our account, 25,700 and something $1,000, that me and Paul within 4 hours or whatever came and split the money in half. Yeah, it was true. I saw it. And I was wondering, why would 25,000 something get into our account and me and Paul will share the money into two immediately? Then I was like, okay, let me go and investigate. And I went back and I checked. And lo and behold, there's an email that Peter wrote to Iroko, telling them that they should split the money into three and send him his own because Psquare is having issues and he doesn't want the money to be put in our general account. Jason now wrote an email saying, okay, gentlemen, after discussing individually with the three of you, this is how the money is going to be shared. Jude plus Paul, $25,750. Peter, $12,850. Peter's money was sent to him directly. Jude plus Paul's money was now sent to Northside Entertainment account, which he now saw in the account and picked it out and said, this is the evidence that Peter, Jude, and Paul are sharing money behind his back. This thing happened in 2016. And EFCC is holding me, asking me, interrogating
I hope
me.
you guys are following his story.
What am I trying to say? Everything about this EFCC thing is just mind-boggling and crazy. Now let's go to the secret company. My people, the secret company is none other than Northside Music Entertainment. I signed Cynthia Morgan with Northside Music Entertainment.
So the company that Psquare has is Northside Music Entertainment. Okay. The fake one that Peter is complaining about, saying that he was not aware of, is called Northside Music. So the one is claimed to know, the one Peter claimed to know is not the one they have is Northside Music Entertainment Music, but the secret one is called Northside Music. So Northside Music, this is what um Peter is querying, that he needs an explanation. What company is that? But Jude now have an explanation. So I want you guys to listen, because I was reading comments. Comments were like, oh, you still not addressed the company he told you guys that you were sending money to. So is Gus going to explain that now? So Jude is now saying that the only company they have is Northside Entertainment, which P-Square always have. So, okay, which one is Northside Music? Where did that come from? Who owns it? So he's going to explain it here.
All Cynthia Morgan videos has Northside Inc. in it. How is it a secret company to Peter all of a sudden in 2024? No, I want to understand. How is Northside Music that has a CAC certificate registration since 2015?
He showed the certificate. And let me see the name on the certificate. I'm sure I took a screenshot of it. Let me show you guys. So that is a screenshot of the organization, of the company. Okay.
Northside Music,
it says Northside Music Limited. That's what this certificate shows. Okay.
Was registered, according to him, the address of the secret company was my wife's. That's how he had to get my wife involved.
So he's explaining how his wife got involved, because Peter claimed that the fake company was registered to Jude's wife. So that's why Jude said the reason why he came out to discuss it was because it involved his wife. So he's going to explain how the address comes by. Okay.
It has to do with my wife's people's or my wife's home address. Please look at the address here. You can see what the address says. It's 178 Lola Holloway, Omole. Both my address, both my signature and Ife's signature says the same thing. Can you see that? Look at it. So why would it say Umokeke Ifoma Chidima 178 Lola Holloway? Jude Okoye Chidozie 178 Lola Holloway.
So all the people whose name appeared here had one address. So I believe they were probably living in one big mansion and they all have their different quarters. Guys, please like this live stream. There's 25 of you watching me. Like and share this live stream, please. So I think at some point their house in Nomole is like a mansion. So they all have different quarters. You know how Igbo community, Igbo compound, how they normally build a big house and they just assign quarters. So I think so the address on this that I've just showed you now is one address for all of them, though different names of the part of the company, but it has one address for them.
This is the same Square View. That's the address of Square View where the three of us, Peter, Paul, and Jude, lives.
You all heard.
Well, rather, we were living there. That was the address that was used to open the secret company. Peter has to look for a way to make whatever that has to do with my account look fraudulent. I don't understand. CAC, every company registered in CAC is in public domain. This thing has been registered for 9 years. Cynthia Morgan was signed in October of 2013. Then I wasn't expecting to sign Cynthia Morgan. Like you people already know, the contract was prepared by Cynthia Morgan and her then manager, Joy. They came to my room suddenly begging, to let us do this. So I did not have any company that I run with. I'm only running with Northside Entertainment, which was Psquare and me. I was like, okay, to make it a little formal then, I now used the letterhead of Northside Entertainment to print the first page of that agreement. But whatever write-up that is about the agreement is talking about Northside Music Inc. This was 2013. We're talking about 11 years ago. What is so secret about Northside Entertainment? Everybody in this entertainment circle knows about Northside Entertainment except Peter. He all of a sudden was shocked that he discovered.
So I just want to read something to you guys quickly. So I've just gone through the questions that Peter had in regards to this company name and stuff. So in his letter to EFCC, he said the company. So he said Peter, Paul, and Jude own a management company together called Northside Entertainment. So this is Peter's writing now, what he shared when he was doing an open letter to Paul. Peter wrote, Peter, Paul, and Jude, that's the three of them, own a management company together called Northside Entertainment, which we used to manage all of Psquare's affairs. One day, I discovered another company with a similar name, but this one was called Northside Music. So, guys, it's different. Peter is aware of Northside Entertainment because that's the one the three of them own together. However, he said he found another company called Northside Music. So could Northside Entertainment be Northside Music and Peter not being aware of it? I don't think it's possible. Guys, let me know your thoughts and opinion in the comment section, because Jude is saying here that why is Northside Music suddenly so strange to Peter? Because if Peter believes that Northside Entertainment, if Peter believes that Northside Music is the same as Northside Entertainment, he won't question it. So I want to believe that he is not aware of Northside Music. He's only aware of the one that the three of them owns together. So where did Northside Music comes from? Who owns it? Those are the questions Peter was asking. Hence why it took Jude to EFCC. But Jude is claiming that Northside Music is the same as Northside Entertainment. Did he explain this to Peter before Peter went to EFCC? Or did Peter ask him who owns or what is Northside Music before he went to EFCC? These are like questions I said no. These are some of the questions I said I've got, and these are genuine questions I really don't know. So let's keep listening. I'm going to keep referring to this write-up that he made, okay?
A secret company called Northside Entertainment, Northside Music. So Now, my wife got entangled in it because obviously you cannot open a corporate account in Nigeria as a single entity in 2015. I don't know about now. So I had to get her inside as my second director, and that was how her name ended up in these documents. When I went to the EFCC, we had to go and sit with the EFCC boss, the three of us. And the man asked Peter, why are you bent on wanting to involve Jude's wife in this matter? We have investigated for 6 months. There is nowhere, there is no how, there is no means that we have found any connection that has to do with her. They just used her name as a second director in the company. It was company registration. She's not in the banking. She doesn't have access to the account. She doesn't have any security. She's not security to the account. Why do you always want to have her involved? I've told you several times to leave her out of this. And Peter's answer was, he has to get her involved because if the table was turned the other way around, we're going to involve his wife. That he should go and see what I was talking about his wife on social media. Please, I want to ask you people, I have 1 million naira to send to anybody that can go on Google and find any time I posted a tweet or Instagram or Facebook or wherever, any defamatory whatever on Peter's wife. Please, the first person to send that in to me on my DM will win 1 million naira. I don't understand. Sometimes I keep saying it from that 2016 that Peter needs help. Peter needs prayer. It looks as if I'm making a jerk of him, but that's the fact. There is nothing I have not done to a point that I have left Psquare for you for 8 years. I am not managing you. I am not directing for you. I'm not giving you any opinion. There is nothing. You are going your way. I'm going my way. I wish you guys well. When you guys came back in 2021, you called me. There's a video out. Manager. I told you, oh, no. Let's enjoy the euphoria for a day or two. We need to come together and find out when this is over, what happened 4-5 years ago. He said, why do I need? I said, no. You cannot pause a brand like Psquare for 4-5 years. I just say, no, nothing that happened. We don't come together. I said, no. If it's me that is faulty, tell me what I am doing wrong. Whoever that is, everybody should just come and vent and call. Apart from Psquare, that brotherhood should come together. You cannot just say, no, it's okay. They said, okay, we agreed. After a week, I noticed that nobody was calling me for the meeting. I decided to call for the meeting myself. I said, okay, let everybody come together. Can we have this meeting? First thing that Peter came out from me, that Peter brought it out from his mouth was, I beg, you know, I beg. Me and Paul don't say, let bygone be bygone. That was his word. Me and Paul don't say, let bygone be bygone. I was like, was it just Paul that was involved in this thing? Why can't we sit down? Even if it means bringing the wives too, let all of us as families sit down and fashion this thing out. Something strange happened that made this brand to go incommunicado for 5-6 years. No, 4.5, 5 years. It needs to be explained. If not, it's going to happen again. And Paul was like, no, Jude, if you say let bygone, let's look for how to just. I let it go. I don't want to push it further because everybody was still enjoying the euphoria of their back. I just let it go. Then we started talking about how to start the new managing of Psquare, the new ideas, and how to bring the brand back. I was trying to open an account that will have the three of us alert a new account because the old one was been dormant for long. Only for my phone to ring, Paul called me. I said, where was I? I said, I'm in my parlor, I'm signing. He said, no, leave that way, they try open. Just come for my house.
Thank you.
I said, okay, what's the problem? He said, just come. I said, okay, give me 2 minutes, let me finish filling this form.
Please like the live stream.
If you don't need that, just they come. I was like, I don't understand. Can't you give me 2 minutes now? Peter now picked the phone and said, Jude, that way they feel, no need, you know, be saying you don't feel that, you don't need them, just they come. The thing is, the paper is still here with me. I just told the guy that, you know what, when I finish filling the form, I'll call you to come and collect it. I have an urgent meeting to attend to. I went to Paul's house. Peter was seated, Paul was seated. I sat down. Then Peter was like, they have had a meeting yesterday and decided that they're not going to need me for the Psquare moving forward. I was like,
I think the problem here is that Peter and Jude, they can't be friends, even though they are brothers, they are siblings. They can't like each other. I'm I'm like that with one of my siblings. Okay, we always disagree, and just because we always disagree does not mean that I dislike them or not, or I dislike them or I hate them. No, there will always be somebody in this among siblings that they will never agree. So I think this is just what is happening here. Like I said, I have a brother like that that we bicker all the time, and the only way I do peace is like let him avoid me. Me too, I will avoid him. But see if we go on the phone, hey, na fight, and we look so much alike. We have of the same height. We practically the only difference that is a man and a girl. Okay, so I think there's one person like that, or there will be two siblings like that who will not agree with one another, regardless of. But that does not mean that they hate it themselves. See, when I watched this video at first, these three brothers love themselves. Okay, they love themselves. It's just a matter of, I think this is just a matter of miscommunication, or maybe Jude has done something that kind of like made Peter feel like I can't trust this bro, man. Excuse me. And in my own case with my brother as well, he's done some things in the past. Even when I was much younger, even before I even got married, he has done some things that I've seen, which meant that even in my grown up years now, even me being smart now, I don't trust him. You know? So in this case, I want to believe that Jude must have done something, okay? That Peter felt like, oh no, I don't trust this bro. I don't trust him. So I think this is what is happening. But like I said, it does not with all this happening, it does not mean that they love one another. I want to believe Peter loves his brother Jude, but they just disagree a lot. That's even with me having multiple children here. I can easily tell. If you see the way my kids, when they start bickering, when they start arguing, hey, I'll be like, come, what's going on, guys? Can you not just, learn to, like condone it, or like, get along with each other? But that's siblings for you in a house where there's multiple children. Things like this are bound to happen. I pray my kids do not, they will not escalate their own till they are much older. But I think what is happening here is like love-hate relationship. They don't hate each other, they love each other. But I think it's just a disagreement that often happens among siblings. So let's keep listening.
why? Say because that is the condition he gave Paul if they're going to come back as Psquare, that Jude is not going to get involved. And for you people that are saying that Paul is always siding Jude, Paul sided with Peter and got me kicked out of Psquare. This thing happened early December 2021. Early December 20, I can't remember the date exactly. Does that one look like somebody that is siding with Jude? Does Paul look like somebody that is siding with Jude? But that's just by the way. So, I thought, okay, no problem. Paul, you have done Root Boy for almost 5 years now. I gave you all the support. I gave you all the assistance that you needed. I even edited all your videos, if not all, most of your videos, for free. Did you ever pay me? No. Have you ever played any show that you got as Root Boy and you paid me anything? He said no. I gave you all the assistance. He said for that 4 or 5 years, even though nobody knew what I was doing for a living. He said yes. I said okay. You know what? I'm going to extend the same gesture to Psquare right now. You guys can take your decisions. You don't want me to have anything to do with Psquare. Take your decision yourself. Run your things. But if you need any help, I'm always available. Let's do that way. I left them. No hard feelings. Psquare, no Psquare, we still have to keep the brotherhood. And when I went to Abuja a week later, at the poolside of the hotel that we were staying, were like 5 of us that came from Lagos. Then some few Gobola.
Please like the live stream, guys. Like the live stream. I really appreciate it, guys.
People, Abuja people that they have known from school days and everything. They were like 14, 15 of them, including us. I was just sitting drinking with Paul and some other people. Then Peter walked up to me and was like, "You want to seek my opinion on something? That what do I think? What do I would think if if we go invite Mehdi for the show where they want to do by that December, their only first show in December, what is my opinion? I said, invite Mehdi. I said, no. Why do you want to invite Mehdi? He said, because people go feel because the people know that Psquare and Mehdi know they in good time, but if you bring them as a surprise, it go wow the fans. I say yes. I don't say go wow the fans, a normal thing. But has Mehdi reached out to you? Has he apologized? Has he made up with you after all the things he has said about you on social media? I was like, no. If Mehdi don't make up with him, I said, okay, if Mehdi has made up with you, has he made up with Paul? Has he made up with me? Peter exploded. What does it concern me? Why does it give a fuck if Mehdi makes up with me? All he does is to show Paul, don't worry. Won't enter Lagos. I go invite Mehdi, make him come apologize to you. Once I apologize, that's all. Fuck off, I don't need you. I was like, what have I said now that is wrong? What have I said now that is packing is the
See, guys, I'm just like Peter. When I'm clashing with my brother, like I will just explode. And he's the one that is like my dad. He doesn't get upset that quick, but obviously as time goes on, he just goes basbo. I start does that way you. So, like I said earlier on, these are rifts that will happen among siblings, and again, they're all boys.
rage. You asked me a question, an opinion, and I gave it. Why are you by getting backlashed now? As in, what is the meaning of this? I stood up, Shehu, Paul's manager, and 20 stopped me. I was like, Jude, no. Like, I said, I'm not angry. I just want to go and cool off. I can't stay here. He was screaming that I should be grateful that it is because of him and Paul coming together that I am here. I didn't understand what that statement meant. I should be grateful that because they came together as Psquare again, I now found myself in Abuja. As in, I cannot come to Abuja. I've never been to Abuja. I don't understand what that statement meant. That was what I heard, last thing I heard when I was leaving, and I left. I went to my room, I slept. I woke up the next day, I told myself, even the assistant that I was trying to render or give to them for free, I think I should just withdraw it and just move my thing. I should not be interested in anything Psquare. And that was how it has been. Anytime that they release any video, the way people are seeing the video or the new song on telly, the same way me I'm saying it. I never got involved in anything Psquare, ever. Until EFCC invited me 2.5 years later. Now, everybody keeps saying, Jude, go and settle your brothers. You are the elder one, you're the elder one. Yes, I am the elder one, but I'm not the
Oldest.
son. We have two elder ones. I have two elder brothers.
So Jude is the third. They have another two older brothers. So that was why I said there are 5 boys. Assuming one woman there among them now. That one woman might just be, just be able to calm them down because they want to respect her. But it is what it is.
I keep saying this, but that doesn't excuse the fact that I am their elder brother. But please, somebody that doesn't regard you.
And these guys look alike. Like you could call them triplets. This Jude and the twin, they look really alike.
Respect you as an elder one. How do you tell that person? How do you put that person in order, so to speak? How no, I want you two people to help me. What do you think I'm not doing right? Go and say to your brothers, if,
like I said from the beginning of this video, like if you want to do anything that involves money, don't involve your families. Please don't employ somebody and be paying them salary. Don't involve your family because at some point you wouldn't want to take they might do something and you might not want to take an action because you're like, oh, it's my brother, it's my family. But if it was an outsider, if they behave to you anyhow, you can like, okay, I sack you, pack your bags. But with your brother, you might not want to hurt their feelings, or you might not want to hurt the fact that, oh, maybe they were the one that brought you guys together. Just like in Juice's case, you said it was practically the one who brought Psquare together. So for me, I've learned like when the first property ever that me and my husband started, we involved families, and I learned the hard way. When you send money home, thinking that, oh, that money you send home will finish the project. No, that was not the case. I learned the hard way. Hence why anything since then, this was like almost 10 years ago or even 12 years ago. Since then, anything we've been doing, me and my husband have been doing, we've excluded family. We contact outsiders, we pay them. If you're slowing down my project, we chuck you out, bring somebody else in. That's how we do it. It's not as if maybe I don't love them, but I learned the hard way. And if you're in the abroad, you know how it is when it comes to making money. And then your hard earned money, you send it home for somebody to help you maybe look after a property. You put the property in their care to make sure they sort it out. It's like they want to buy a roof. They're telling you that they tell you that the roof is 1.7 million naira. You send the money to them. You now send a second party to go and check that roof they bought for you. And that person like, that roof, if you go to the market, is 1.1. Oh. Stuff like that. And I'm like, why am I, you are my family. Why am I having to pay double to you? So, this was a very painful experience for me and my husband. Like I've only just recovered from it, but then we've gone on to do many other things that we've excluded family. So I'm saying it to you guys, you're hearing it from me. Okay, if you want to do anything, no matter how small the project is, do not involve your family. Find an outsider. If you're going to carry out research to find somebody you can trust, find an outsider, tell them what you want, pay them. And obviously, you are paying for the services, pay them. If you think they're not doing your service right, chuck them, replace them. That's it. No hard strings.
A referee becomes a target of two boxers that you're supposed to referee on. How does it settle the fight?
I know Jude is hot as well. That okay, one of his brothers, when you think your brothers love you, but you realize that one of them is like, no, 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 Bass goes each time. I know he's hot and he has every right to be hot. But then, like I said, his brother has a question. And I think what you could do is, Peter, come, calm down. This is the case. Explain. So in my own opinion, I'm still believing this is kind of like miscommunication, misunderstanding, and obviously the mistake they made by placing their brother being a part of Psquare. Maybe they should have just placed him on a salary. But like I said, I don't know when it comes to like managers. I don't know how much percentages. I don't know if they have equal rights to the owner of the songs. I don't know. So if there's any of you who's well conversant in this kind of area, please educate us in the comment section. Okay.
I became a target from the day. What is that?
I think people are people are bashing him in the comments. So that's Jude's wife knocking on the door saying that turn off the comment, turn off the comments. People like were like bashing him because I was in that live stream. Like I said, I was really, really sleepy, but I was in that live stream and I could see the comment people were dropping. They were not nice comments at all. But Oga knows how to turn off comments.
Don't worry, it's not necessary.
It's not necessary.
Don't worry, I don't know how to. So, hold on, please, excuse me.
Let me forward that station. I think his wife is trying to tell him that he need to, like I said, the comment section was bad. Netizens.
Basically, what I'm trying to say, in essence, is that I've not had anything to do with Psquare for the past 8 years.
Please like the live stream.
People are expecting of me. I decided to move on with my life. These people are not babies.
They are
45. 45 years old this year. These people are going to be 45 this November. They're not babies. These people they have children that are teenagers, for crying out loud. If they're in America, they will be grandfathers now.
True.
Why is it that Peter always finds a way to put blames on me when anything goes wrong with him?
It's love, bro. It's love. It's love.
Because he has already had that impression that, the people always call Jude the other one, go and say to your brothers, go and put your family in order. What do you mean, go and put your family in order? My family is in order.
Come, man, I've got 2 younger sisters. When they start their shenanigans, me, I just take myself out. Like, the 5 that I have in my house is enough for me to shout. Talk more to come and add extra 2. So that's like 7 siblings, me alone. When my sister starts, I just remove myself. Like, you will not kill me. Like, the parents that gave birth to us, I did not kill them. So both of you are my adopted sisters. Like, you're my adopted children. So you will not kill me, your mother. I just leave them. So I think, in a way, it's done right. Okay, and I felt like before he can discard both of them, before he could do away with both of them, he needs to let both of them understand whatever. If there's nothing. The Yoruba people said, "Oko ni farapamọ fún ẹni tó máa sin," that is, a corpse will not hide away from the person that is going to bury it. So if he decides that, okay, for peace of mind, for respect, I'm going to leave both of you to do your thing. But then before he could do that, you should try and have a like a conversation with both of them, make them understand if there's anything he has done, maybe if there's anything that's done behind their back, or there's anything going on between Paul and Jude that Peter is not aware. You should let them understand. But from his explanation so far, I don't think there's anything, but I still felt like in this conversation so far, he's not actually explained the difference between Northside music and Northside entertainment, because Peter is claiming he knows about Northside entertainment, but he was not aware of Northside music. So where did Northside music comes from? Though he's trying to explain, but he's not really differentiate. So I think what he's trying to tell us here is that Northside music and Northside entertainment is the same. That's what he's trying to tell us here. But I don't think Peter agrees.
Let them put their family in order. If they are doing business together, let them put it in order. I have tried to the point that I sacrificed myself. I mentioned this thing when I was doing with
Tunde
Tunde.
not.
I have practically done everything possible. What is expected of me now? No, you two tell me, what do you want me to do? He had to look for a way to go and twist the EFCC situation to make.
I don't think you can manipulate the EFCC. You can't manipulate them. Like when EFCC gets into your case, I swear to God, you will regret misbehaving. So I don't think he can manipulate the EFCC. So like he said, there's obviously the case is still there with EFCC. They are still investigating it.
It look fraudulent. The address he was talking about, if my wife having their people's address, was the address of the account opener. The accountant that opened the account address. You went and picked what account opener. Oh, they opened an account with their address and now came out and said the coca.
But was Peter aware of that? Was Peter aware of that?
Ajayi Coca Street or whatever in Yaba is my wife's home address. My wife has never lived on the island. She came from Warri to Jakonde. From Jakonde, me and her met, and the rest is history. How did you see an address and just concluded that it's my wife's home address? If not that you are looking for a way to just put that thing out there, that these people are fraudulent. Nosa Entertainment has been existing for 11 years. It became a shocker for you.
But you all he said Northside Entertainment. Peter is aware of Northside Entertainment, but he's not aware of Northside Music. You all heard in there. Northside Entertainment has been in existence for 11 years, which is a company all three of them run together. But is Peter aware of Northside Music?
Seen it after 11 years. So Mr. Morgan was signed on Northside Entertainment since 11 years. It's like me coming out to say P Classic is a shocker for me. Oh, I'm just seeing it. It's a secret company. Or me coming out to say Rootball Record is a surprise. It's a secret company because I don't have any affiliation to do with it. Your P Classic, it doesn't have any affiliation with me. Everybody has their own separate company that they run aside Psquare. I also have mine.
Okay, so if Jude has his own side of another company is running, what is that business? Because it claims that everybody, obviously the boys, they all have their, apart from them, Psquare, Peter is Mr. P, Paul is Rude Boy. So I'm sure you guys are listening to me, or you can hear him as well. Is Jude now telling us that Northside Entertainment is the same as Northside Music? Because that is a problem Peter has. Peter said he never hear of Northside Music before, saying that Northside Entertainment in Sabi. So who owns Northside Music? Where is Northside Music from? Is Northside Music Jude's company?
So what is the problem? I wanted to keep silent and wait for the EFCC case to finish. But I was like, if the EFCC case finishes and you come and make a comment, you look as if, oh, because you don't free yourself or because the thing don't end, I don't get my. I said, no, I think it's time to.
Please like the live stream.
Something. I think I need to come and put this thing right. So, I thought that the elder brothers. Okay. What is this? This APC man that mentioned? I saw it online that talked about us.
So there
This
was a politician that came out to say they not have a family, blah 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 blah. Was it Rude Boy? Rude Boy blasted that politician, but Jude said, was it Rude Boy that blasted the politician, or was it Mr. P? I'm not sure which of the boys that blasted that politician, but Jude agrees that, yeah, we have siblings, we have elders, we have senior people, but Peter is not listening. Peter is not listening. And looking at Peter, it doesn't come across as somebody who has, it doesn't come across as a black sheep. Hello, Igzy, how are you? Please, let me tell them to like and support. Oh, they are not supporting, they are not liking. Oh, I don't know what I've done for them. Oh, I'm not fine rich, or I am not engaging enough.
we have elders in our family, if we have people in our family, the elders, the Igwes and co family members. I'm not going to lie to you. Paul kind of attacked him, but I beg
Yeah.
to differ.
So it was Rude Boy. So let's be clear. It was Rude Boy. Paul, the one with the dreads, it was the one that attacked the politician.
For the man was right. Yes, we have elders, we have family members, we have Igwes, we have elderly people, so to speak. But the question is, how could one of them
was able to resolve the issue?
Don't make any input. They have. Our Igwe of our village have. Prominent members have. Our cousins and aunties, our aunties, all of them.
Thank you,
all of them
Igzy.
have. Peter doesn't listen to anybody. See, I'm not trying to put Peter down. I'm not trying to make him look bad. I'm not trying to say I'm a saint. I'm just trying to say there is nothing humanly possible that people, not just me now, people have not done. Emekofo, Lekifa Yuba, Dantata, name them, prominent men, governors, ministers, everybody. Once they hear from him, they hear from me, they hear from Peter, and they're making a final submission, and the submission is not going towards Peter's favor, you explode and walk out. Steady, steady, steady. They got tired and they forgot about it. I also got tired and I forgot about it and moved on. Why am I still always involved? I don't understand. 8 years, for 8 good years, I've not had anything to do with Psquare for 8 years.
Yeah, you might have. Well, Jude said he's not had anything to do with Psquare for 8 years, but then you've not given them the answer, or you've not given Peter the answer to his questions, hence why he decided to go to EFCC. So I'm not sure if he addressed any of the reasons why Peter took him to EFCC, but let's keep listening together.
I have survived outside Psquare for 8 years. Now, that is the biggest problem. Peter went to EFCC after they had issues. Okay, let me talk about the issue before he went to EFCC. Last November ending to December, I was sitting at Paul's poolside watching TV. I'm not going to tell you what I was told. I will tell you what I saw, and I started hearing screaming from the other side. The guy that was sitting next to me, I was like, as Paul's boy, I said,
I'm going to forward this part. Obviously, arguments like who the hell is he, blah 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 blah. That's what the argument was all about.
I'll have my sons come to you and say, okay, Peter, come and feature in 2, 3, 4, or 5 of my tracks. Do the same thing. Let's have that union so that we can be able to protect that.
So what he said here was that I think after they had a convention, they were saying they agreed that Paul should bring 5 songs, Peter should bring 5 songs, and then if Paul decided to feature Peter in 3 of the songs, fine. If Peter decided to feature Paul in 3 of the songs, fine. And then if you want to do solo for the 2 each, for 2 of the other 2 songs, you can do it. But at the end of the day, both of them still like Peter was like, no.
Square sound, that texture that people already fell in love with Square, so I can still maintain it. But Peter rejected that idea. That was what brought the argument. I was like, that's a good idea, by the way, because this idea now will mean that.
Honestly, I don't know why it's important for people to know that it's Paul that is writing the songs. Because look at the likes of Beyonce and Kelly Rowland, and what are Beyonce? I mean, what's the group of Beyonce called again? I don't think till tomorrow nobody ever came out here and say, "Oh, it was Beyonce that was writing the songs." I don't think anybody ever came out here to say it was Kelly Rowland that was writing the songs. I don't think anybody ever heard that. We heard of Westlife. I don't think anybody have ever heard of, oh, which of the Westlife boys was writing the songs. I don't think there's no need for the public to know that. There's no need. So I don't understand why they now felt, oh, Paul, the first song that Paul, Destiny's Child, thank you, Igzy. Nobody, I don't think anybody ever come out here to say, oh, it was Beyonce that was writing the songs, or it was Beyonce that knows how to sing better. No, we've got Westlife, we've got Boys to Men. Nobody, I don't think I've ever read from anywhere that it was maybe Sean Morris that was writing the songs, or it was, what's this other guy? Because by the way, I love Boys to Men. My Spotify, my Spotify is banging. So nobody ever heard of that. So why is it a must that the public must know that, oh, it is Paul that is writing all the songs? Why? There's no need for that. People know them as Psquare. We don't care. I, for one, don't care who's writing the songs. I don't care. As long as the song sounds great to me, I will listen and dance to it. I don't care who writes the song. But why is that a necessity for the public to know?
There will be no more conflict. If I'm disrespecting you in the studios.
Even with that being said, Beyonce is a solo artist as well. She still does her thing with Destiny's Child. She still does her whole, like, she releases all of her solo song. And there's one Irreplaceable. She still releases her songs as a solo. Kelly Rowland still releases her song as a solo outside of Destiny's Child. And what's the other third girl's name? I can't remember. Michelle something. She still does her own song as a solo. But then Destiny's Child is still there. So what are we talking about here?
This time around, we don't need to be in the studio together. If I'm disrespecting your ideas of a song, this time around, put the ideas in your own song. If I'm disrespecting your ideas to shoot, how we're going to shoot a video, who to feature in the song, and I decide to say, oh, let's go and feature Usher. You say, no, you want to feature whoever. Go on, whoever you want, use your money, bring the person, feature the person. At the end of the day,
I don't agree with what Jude is saying here. Why should he use his money? They are a group. Okay, if you decide to do something as Rude Boy, fine. And if you decide to do a solo as Mr. P, it's fine, which they've done all anyway. I think obviously there's a conversation about this bank alert. Onyeka Owenu refused to do it if his other brother was not going to be a part of it. Mr. Ibu also refused to do it if he was not going to be a part of it. Because people know them as Psquare. It's a different case if they approach people they want to invite and say, okay, this is my solo, this is my solo company, this is my solo name that I want to do. This is not about Psquare. I want to release as a solo. It's fine, but people know them as Psquare. So it's going to be strange. It's going to be hard at times for people who have worked with them in the past to now start working with them as a solo artist.
That your first song, register it, copyright it as your own. I'll do likewise to my own. If the song when my own name blow or your own name blow, whichever one will blow, when they call us for Psquare, we'll climb stage together, go perform finish, we'll go collect our money, we'll split them 50-50. But when it comes to royalties, streaming, whatever, the only way they come for your name of your own songs, they go to you. The only way they come to my own, make it come to me. That was exactly what he proposed. And Peter wasn't in agreement with that. That was what caused their fight. I was like, okay, if he doesn't agree with that, let him tell you. That was my advice to Paul. Let him tell you how he wants it to be. Then you guys can come towards the middle. Paul was like, no way.
Please like the live stream.
He cannot stand anymore when a song that he does alone, sang alone, him and Peter will can't get problem. Peter will carry that same song, go they perform as a solo artist. Like Peter did the same thing in Bank Alert. And I agree with him because I was there. Bank Alert was Paul's first Rude Boy solo song. debut, so to speak. He spoke to Clarence and shot some part of the video before Peter came back in 2016. So by then, Clarence was like, Psquare was better. Psquare is better. Psquare is better. You don't want.
See?
I don't mind. I'll shoot this video continuously without adding any money for you guys. I would get the other one. I go wait for and settle finish more and I can't do the video. And that was how Peter got involved in the video. So a year or so down the line, they had issues again. That same period, Peter went on stage as a solo act and was performing the song while Paul was seated at home with me. So he was like, he felt bad about that the only solution for that not to happen again, if I register my own song, register your own songs, but it's called Psquare together. When you go solo, you go respect my boundaries.
You don't go sing the song. I agree with that as well.
You go perform. When I go down super finish, do song finish.
But then with that being said, there have been times where Beyonce was at concerts as a solo artist and she was singing songs from albums she did with Destiny's Child. That does not mean that she's owing, like she's a part of that group. And like I said, there are other concerts she's been to and she sang songs from Destiny's Child. So I would believe that there's some sort of agreement between her, Michelle, and Kelly. Okay, so even though as she's at a concert as a solo artist, she's still able to sing songs from Destiny's Child. This reminded me of also when I went to what's this guy's name now? Neo. I went to Neo's concert here in Glasgow. Neo sang all of his songs, right? And then while he was on stage, he was playing the song that he sang with Rihanna. I hate how much I love you, boy. That song, he wrote the song and took part in that song with Kelly Rowland. But I'm not with Kelly Rowland, with Rihanna. But he still sang it at his own concert, even though Rihanna was not there. There are other songs that Nelly wrote with other artists, songs he wrote for them. He sang it at his concert. That video of his concert is on my channel. I'm going to link it. So, like our Nigeria people, we too they overdo. We too they overdo. I don't know who's bringing this crazy idea into the head of Paul, because I think it's Paul that is going on with all this bring your own song, I bring my own song. I don't know who's bringing that idea to Paul. And obviously that idea is not sitting down well with Peter. And trust me, if I were in Peter's shoes, I would feel the same way. So look at the example I've just cited about Nelly now. Nelly sang and wrote a song for, I think there was another lady as well. I can't remember her name now. I think she's also Kelly. She wrote a song, Nelly wrote a song for Beyonce as well. Nelly sang that song at his concert. Neyo, I don't know why I'm saying Nelly. Neyo sang that song at his concert. Neyo wrote a song for Rihanna, and he took part in that song. He featured in the video of that song. Neyo played that song at his concert in Glasgow. Neyo wrote a song for Beyonce. Neyo sang that song at his concert. So, like, these brothers need to grow up. Honestly, that's just what I'm going to say. They need to grow up. Because at the end of the day, whatever either of them is doing is bringing royalties in for them. It's bringing in money for them. It's not as if they're not happy spending the money. Like, I'm being frank now. With all of this disagreement they are having, whatever they've done together in the past is still bringing money in for them. Are they now disagreeing and say, oh, no, we don't want the money? They are chopping the money now. They're all chopping the money together. So I think they just need to sit down, listen to one another. Maybe we need to give them some diazepam to cool them down when they are talking. To turn them to zombie, so that all of them can mellow down when elders are talking. They just need to calm down for one another. I think that's what's happening here. And if there's any of them that is doing anything in the back, like Peter is saying, who is Northside Music? Peter says, I know Northside Entertainment because we've owned it, just like Jude said, we've owned it for 11 years. So where did Northside Music sprung out from? I'm sure you guys watching me will also have the same question, except if Northside Music is the same as Northside Entertainment.
You break Psquare again, can I go and perform? I was like, that's a good idea, but still, ask him to give you a suggestion of what he wants. That was the last I heard from them until EFC invited us. So I'm trying to make people give people that background that I did not have any contribution for Psquare. I did not have any communication for Psquare. I did not have any interaction with Psquare. I did not have anything to do with Psquare whatsoever for 8 years. But guess what? Anytime they have issues, I will be the forefront person.
You're a part of Psquare, man. You claim you brought them together. So if they have issue, you will always be a part of the issue
That they will put in front. Okay, some of you are saying, why are you always siding one person? Why are you always siding one person? I just gave you an instance now that Paul sided with Peter to get me
to check him out.
Ending of 2021. I have something I'm going to post later for you people to see on Monday. I have a lot of things I'm going to post, but I can't be able to do it. I wanted to be doing it here, but for the time being to not to waste people's time.
So that's the documentation that says that it's part of Psquare.
I'll post everything on Monday. They had to go and do to whom it may concern, whatever, and send it to people that are sharing our royalties to undermine my authority and remove me from catalog. Meaning, okay, you have removed me from Psquare. Now you want to remove the only legacy I have to show that I was once a part of Psquare.
So you said they removed you from Psquare, but now you are saying that they want to remove the only legacy you've had. So my question to Jude is, are you still a part of Psquare or not? Are you still accepting or generating royalties? Are you still collecting royalties? Because if you say you're no longer part of Psquare, then when it comes to royalties and stuff like that, you shouldn't really get anything anymore. My dad is calling me. You shouldn't really be getting anything anymore.
Paul signed it. Peter signed it. The two manager, and Shehu signed it. I have it with me here. I'm just trying to make you understand that. Why are people always saying, I'm siding with Paul? Paul is siding with me. No. That is the game that Peter knows that you people are always falling into. So he will keep doing it as far as if he just come and say, you are making Paul a weak person. You are siding with Paul. Okay, what does it mean by you are siding with Paul is always siding with Jude, knowing fully well that Jude wants to oppress me? For crying out loud. How me could take oppress Peter? If they put Peter here now, put me here now. Babe, go follow me, leave Peter. No, let's be realistic. I don't be superstar. I don't be artist.
Man, you get money.
I don't get followership for social media. What is that thing that will make that I will ever use to oppress Peter in this life?
You get money.
Say, Paul is siding with me, knowing fully well that me, want to oppress him, Peter. How? Peter, I don't drive Bentley. I never drive Bentley for my life. You carry Range Rover and engage your girlfriend. I don't even that GLE of 2012. My wife says drive to today. How I think oppress you? No, how? There has to be a way to bring Paul, connect her with Jude, and everything will fall into places. It has been like that for the past 10 years.
It's all love, man.
They say a man does what works. Once something works, a man is tend to repeat it again. That has always been the pattern till date. Even after 8 years of having nothing to do with Psquare, that pattern is still working. Because there's that emotional sentiment. Go and settle with your brothers. Why are you always siding one person? Go and settle with your brothers. 45-year-old men. They all have gray hair now. And they dye my hair. They might wait for their turn to dye their hair.
This your brother is quite funny.
What am I supposed to do to have my peace? Jude, leave Psquare alone. Leave Psquare. Stop managing them. I've left them for 8 years now. Now it's go and settle them. Go and settle them. Go and settle them. If I enter settle them, they'll carry the whole problem. Put for my head. They told me, don't ever put your opinion. Don't ever contribute to this thing. We don't want to have anything to do with you with Psquare. I've left them. Tell me, what else am I supposed to do to find my peace?
Go back to the basics, man. Go back to the basics. Let's just go back to the basics. Back to the basics. So, Jude, you got to go back to the basics, man. That's all.
Even if I come from here now, go to live for Iceland, Peter go still talk say Paul beside me,
You go find you.
so that the backlash will come again. Okay, now let's go. So the issue of I think I finished the issue of
North side.
EFCC.
Okay.
So the EFCC investigation is still on.
Mm-hmm.
So I was able to get my petition in place.
So he has also wrote a petition to EFCC regarding Peter. I'm not sure if he wrote to Paul, but he's, that EFCC should also investigate both of their funds as well.
Against Psquare, because
Yeah,
that's
both
the
of
only way I
them.
can defend myself. If they were all busy focused on my account to see what Peter alleged I was having as Psquare royalty, I couldn't get them to focus on their account to see the evidence that what I am having, they are also having their own share. So I have to go and put in a petition so that they can now have authorization from me officially to look into their accounts so that they can bring everything that has to do with P-Square posts. They go put them for the table. They go see what everybody gets in and what time they get back their accounts. So basically, that's what my petition was all about. And
I don't think his petition would make sense though, because obviously these people have a means of making money. Okay, just because they are querying, just because one of them is querying how you are managing funds or is querying a certain company, is also, written a petition against them, which I don't think makes sense. But what do I know?
that's, I believe, what the investigation is on. I'm not, the EFCC are doing a very good job. They are very thorough. Bro, I'm not going to lie to you. If you are in trouble,
You know what,
if you do
Hector?
anything illegal,
They will
and
find
EFCC
you.
put their touchlight on you, no go feel don't go anywhere.
True, I agree with him.
Those people are very, very thorough. Then they tell me where I changed money 16, 17 years ago. I don't even remember. I don't even know people I even send the money to. So now, what is giving me a heartache mostly about this EFCC stuff was Peter never, not once, came to me and said, brother, please, I'm having some issues with this money thing. I saw this money going to your account, or I saw this thing. How did he see the money going to my account?
So Jude is saying that Peter never came to him to ask him questions about money. Instead, he just went straight to EFCC. I felt that was wrong of Peter. He should have at least had a conversation with him. But then again, both of them, they are cat and mouse, Tom and Jerry. So even if he asks, he might not probably get the answer from Jude, because both of them, like, they spark when they come together.
He never came to me. In December, end of December, I remember the picture I took with my son that I posted. End of December to early January, I saw him. He walked into my compound when I was going out with my son. When I was going to the compound to play with my son, he was like, "Hey, how are you? Uncle Papa is here." He played with my son and everything. He now asked me for a hand tool that I had. I told my boy to get it for him, and he now left. Only for me to, 2 months later, to be invited by the EFCC. And when I saw the petition, my heart skipped a bit. I was like, oh my God, this guy came to my compound to come and play with my son, knowing fully well he just wrote and submitted a petition against me. I couldn't put that together. I almost lost my mind. Wait, you were just playing with my son 2 months ago. And looking at your petition and the date, it was very obvious you have already submitted a petition against me, and you came and put up a face. You smiled with me and you played with my son.
One thing is this though, he doesn't have any issues with your children. He has no issue whatsoever with your kids. The older ones, obviously, when they listen to all of this, they might be aware. But if this child is a younger child, I see no reason why you, the father, will make that obvious to your young child. And even if the older ones, who are, I mean, if they are children of your kids are grown up, if they can read what is going on, whatever is happening between you and them should not strain their relationship with their nephews or their nieces, or their cousins or whatever. So I would want to believe that whatever is happening between P Square and Jude it should not strain the relationship they have with their uncle. It should not. It's up to the older ones to decide if they want to keep talking with their uncles, and if they decide not to, it's fine. But the younger ones, even regardless of if they are young or old, whatever that is happening between them should not strain the relationship between cousins, nephews, nieces. It should not. Okay, because when Jude is talking here, you don't expect him not to talk to your son, even though he's in bad book with you. Your son has not done anything to him, so why should he not communicate or rapport with his nephew?
And you borrowed my tool from me and left.
Please like the live stream, guys.
It's hard. It's so hard. I can't. It's
So this is the copy of the MOU to say that it was meant to be getting 40%, but it says that at the end of the day, in that documentation, it was not taking 40% off Psquare. That I think it was 25% or something was taken.
hard. Not that I don't want to. I've tried so much to see if I can forget that. It's just not leaving my head. You said I was taking money that I am entitled to. You get your royal.
So this is the MOU now. The MOU says Mr. Peter Obumuneme Okoye, who is taking 30%. Mr. Paul Chukwunonso Okoye is taking 30%, while Jude Okoye, the manager, is taking 25%. That's a lot.
See, when it's due, you share into three. Paul gets his own, he shares into three. I get my own, I share into three. Psquare had issues, you stop sharing. I told Paul, stop sharing too. Let everybody keep what they get. And it has been like that for over 4.5 years. Psquare came back together. I did the noble thing. I brought it back.
So Peter is taking 30%, Paul is taking 30%, and Jude is taking 25%. So the remaining 15% will be used for projects, upkeep, maintenance, and salaries of all Northside Entertainment. So it says here Northside Entertainment. So where did Northside Music come from? Who owns Northside Music? Jude is not speaking the fact here. Jude and Paul. Because I think in this regard, Peter is right. Peter is asking that where did Northside Music come from? So in their agreement here, their MOU, it says Northside Entertainment. Obviously, Peter not agreeing to doing his own song, because at the end of the day, they are still under Psquare. That 15% will pay for their project, for their upkeep, for maintenance and salaries of all staff members. So now, if you now want to go and do stuff on his own, he's going to have to start paying those out of his own personal pocket. Hence why Peter is refusing
to the fold again. Everybody continued sharing again. But till date, 2.5 years later, after they came back, Paul is still not sharing, Peter is still not sharing. They get it, they keep it to themselves. I said, no problem, let me move on with my life. I still ended up in EFCC.
I think the height of all of this now is the Northside Music. Yeah, it's the Northside Music. So because listen to all he said so far, all of the they argue, they fight, they do this, they do that. Psquare. I think the main bone of contention for Peter now with Jude is the Northside Music.
Because once you mention Jude, I mentioned Psquare inside it, the person to carry the blame is already available. So what I'm trying to say now is, please, if any of you have an idea, because I've run out of ideas. I've sacrificed to a level that I've even sacrificed myself and got myself removed for 8 years now. It's like my removal is not even yielding any result. So you people tell me now, I'm throwing it out. Tell me what you want me to do. I've run out of ideas. I don't know what to do anymore. I have two elder ones. He doesn't listen to any of them. In fact, he doesn't talk to any of them. Don't to any of his siblings. So it's a shameful thing according to that politician. Yes, it's a shame. that there's no elder in our place that can put these things in order. It's just the fact. There's none. I've run out of ideas. There's nothing I can do. So please, if you people think you have something that you think that's
So guys, that's
that
just
should be done,
practically
you let me know.
all
I
is
think
said.
I don't know if there's anything that I've not said or that she couldn't do it. But said or put into
It claims that it was Peter that leaked all this story of ESCC to the public, that he did that through a female blogger, and that Peter allegedly, hello Abby, how are you? That Peter allegedly asked this blogger to do something. So you guys are going to listen with your ears. Long time, Abby.
like 1 hour now already. So I think, please, my wife has nothing to do with the case. Peter was just looking for a way to infuse that fact to make it be sensational. And there's something that happened also.
I'm very well, thank you, Abby. Yeah, it's been a long time. I hope you're keeping well.
That I think you people should know. The last time we went to EFC.
Me too, Abby. Like, I have a playlist of them on my Spotify. Like, anytime I'm coming back from work, if I'm not listening to Boys to Men, I'm listening to them. Or in fact, I have a mixed playlist of them, of what's this guy that wears eye patch? I have a mix of him. I have a mix of Mobad. I have a mix of what's this guy's name? That sang Buga. I have a mix of him as well. Like, I just love them. It's so sad this is happening between them. OJ said, "Now, wow, family rivalry, more like more like family feud." So, like I said, there's always going to be something like that. Like I said, they all love each other. They all love each other. So we don't know what Peter Obi has been able to achieve. Hopefully, we'll find out, because there's been news. There've been pictures of Peter Obi going to visit both of them at different times. So let's see if he's able to bring um any sort of closure to this case. And I think what's happening here is that, from all Jude have said so far, I have just gone to drop a comment under his post where he was saying, where he shared all those documentations, that is Northside Entertainment the same as Northside Music? Is Peter aware since the 11 years Psquare have had Northside Entertainment that not it's the same as Northside Music? Because from all he has said so far, I think the problem that Peter is querying is the fact that he has never heard of Northside Music. He knows they have Northside Entertainment. Where is not who hosts Northside Music? Who is on controlling Northside Music? So that's that. So Jude is gonna explain what Peter allegedly did with a female blogger. He alleged that Peter asked a female blogger to do something. So you guys should listen.
The person that Peter gave the information to leak that first time that people get to know that we're having issues with, that has to do with the EFCC. The person called me to get my own side of the story and told me that Peter gave him the story to leak out. That if she doesn't leak it out within how many hours, she's going to give it to Tunde Ebnot. Then she said, okay, she's going to leak it, but she's going to get her own side of the story, my own side of the story from me. She now told me that, sorry, that there's something that Peter told me.
Hey, Cynthia Morgan just dropped a message now. We'll finish this video and we'll address it. He just replied Jude on Instablog. Let's finish it. This video is about 5 or 10 minutes now. Let's finish it and then we'll read this.
Her to do that. She was ashamed to do it. That she should come, be in Peter's car, and the day we're supposed to meet the EFCC boss, that she should record me coming down from the car with my wife in the EFCC office to make it sensational. That she couldn't do it. But you can imagine, 2 hours after I went to the EFCC office with the boss and we came out, my wife sent me a link of that same blogger already putting out a story that as we speak now, Peter, Paul, Jude are in EFCC office. So imagine what would have been if she was able to stay, agree to what she said, and now put it out and say, okay, um, that all the she had a picture of Ify or my wife.
Abby said blogger, no confidentiality. Yeah, so Jude is saying allegedly that it was Peter who gave the news of him being arrested by EFCC to leak it out, because at the end of the EFCC was treating everything as hush hush. But Jude alleged that it was Peter who leaked the story via a blogger. Hello, UK family, how are you? Happy Saturday. How are you and the boys?
Wife coming down from my car, being escorted by the EFCC office. Is that not going to be a sensational storyline? Oh, if he has been arrested or if he has been reeled into for questioning of our involvement in the secret company, fraudulent, whatever. She refused to do it. She told me. So now you can see why he went to the EFC office in that same meeting. The man asked him, why? No, it started with Peter saying, he demanded that all the directors of Nosa Music should be present in this meeting. That if he was told that all of them are not in this meeting, that he wrote.
Remember, Jude used his wife as a second signatory for directors based on Nigerian law about businesses. So his wife definitely have to be there because his wife is one of the directors.
Come. The man was like, I don't understand what you mean. Me, I was like, are you insinuating that my wife should come here, sit down here, and be looking at you? He said, because if that's because that's what he demanded. The man told him that we don't work like that. This is a commission. We follow the evidence. We have investigated for 6 months. She has nothing to do with the account. Jude was the only person that signed to the account. Jude was the only one that has access to the account. She was just used to open the account, to open the company that was used to open the account. Her name was just there as a director. So Jude is the only person that has access to the account. That's why he's here. Leave her out of it. He said no, he cannot, because if he...
As a signatory to a certain account, you have to be there. If you're a signatory as part of the directors, you have to be there. You have to.
The table was the other way around. We would have involved his wife. I said this before. I'm not repeating it again for people that were not listening before. So you can see how desperate and important it was for him to bring that other blogger to come and record a video, because he has already made a demand behind that all the directors should come, meaning he's expecting me and my wife to come. Then when I appeared only me, he got pissed off that my wife was not there. That means the sensational story he was looking for will not be there. So please, all the insults on my comment section on my...
Apparently, netizens have been giving him basketballs on his social media handles. So you all remember from the beginning of this live stream, he did mention that Northside Entertainment was used to sign Cynthia Morgan. In case you guys don't know Cynthia Morgan, this is Cynthia Morgan. That's Cynthia Morgan. So Cynthia Morgan said, this is breaking news, okay? And this was shared, obviously was shared 8 hours ago on Instablog. So it said here that nobody begged you to sign anybody. Face your brothers and leave me alone. Cynthia Morgan, the lioness of Edo State, roused at a former record label boss, Jude Okoye, following his recent revelation. So I'm going to read the write-up of Cynthia Morgan. Cynthia Morgan said, nobody begged you to sign anybody at Jude NGs. If at all it happened, I wasn't there. The first time I met you and Paul was in Atlanta, and nobody said anything about signing anybody. That failed girl you were knocking, Joy Tongo, was only begging you to give her contact or so when we get back to Nigeria. I wasn't even in Lagos when Joy called me that you said you would rather sign me. Now only for Nigeria you go see person wey wear white, still dey lie. Stupid lie. Oh. That's witchcraft, Jude. Face your brothers and leave me alone. Imagine say the last time you get peace now for 2011. As I meet that girl, meet his people, my life changed. 12 years later, I am still being lied on. Make una help me beg these people. Oh. I couldn't sleep last night. PTSD is no joke. Oh. I am not finding it funny. And then she tagged Jude again. So guys, that's all about the story of Psquare. Like I said, there are lessons to be learned, and I think these guys made mistakes. Obviously, Jude is claiming that he was the one who brought Psquare together. However, this twin, one is known to be a singer, one is known to dance like like Michael Jackson. So these guys are already made. So you practically brought them to Lagos does not mean that you made them. Yeah, maybe you helped form them, but Nigerians siblings with their level of entitlement. So because you brought them down to Lagos now, automatically you are a part of P Square. That's what Jude is claiming here. And obviously they signed an MOU, which means that you know what they you should be the one for collecting 40%. Like seriously, I won't sign such contract because if I'm the one singing and the other one is writing, why should you be collecting 40%? I mean, I'll be collecting 30%. It won't work. It will not work. So, like I said, I don't know. Maybe that's how it works in music industry. I don't know. So, if you guys are watching this video again, please kindly leave your comments in the comment section. And I also, the lessons I want us to, the mistake I felt these guys made was using their brother as their director and as their manager. I felt like they could have just used him maybe as an advisor and then maybe place him on some sort of salary as their brother. Even if he advised them, they don't hold him shengbai, they don't hold him a penny. Okay, because it said it's into estate management. So I felt like they shouldn't have retained him as their manager or as their director. They should have employed somebody out with family to manage them and do all of that and place that person on a salary so that if that person mess up, they can easily fire that person and recruit somebody else. And I believe they used to have someone like that, but according to Jude, that person passed away, hence why he stepped in. So, guys, I don't know. Is it true that because you are a manager and director, you are entitled to royalties of the company you are managing? So it's just like me having a company. See how I have my own candle business. So as I have my candle business now, I now have somebody who is my manager. So does that mean that all the profit I am making in my candle business, I will now be sharing with my manager? Kojo, mba, it does not work that way. You know they work that way. I don't believe it should. I don't believe that's right. Okay, and also lessons to be learned. Like I shared earlier on, if you have a business, if you have a project, whatever it is that you want to do, please don't give any role to your family members. Don't. Like I told you, like I shared at the beginning of this video, I and my husband will learn the hard way. We learned the hard way, and which has made me to even put some family members at arm's length. That okay, when it comes to business, when it comes to me wanting to do any project, I will not be involving my families. I'd rather even employ or recruit the services of people who build properties. Like say, I have a land here, and this is what I want. Give me an estimation or give me a quote of how much you're going to do doors or how much you're going to do floors. Do that. But involving families in your business, oh my God, they will eat you dry. Like I said, I and my husband will learn the hard way. We learned the hard way. But as that stopped us from, getting properties in Nigeria, no, it's not, because we found out that at the end of the day, you can employ the services of people who manage projects, pay them for the work you're going to ask them to do. Once that project is done, they hand you your keys, and that's it. Everybody go their way. Shikeno. Abby said, I think it depends on the kind of business. Exactly. Hence why I said maybe that's how it works when in the music industry. Maybe in the music industry, that's how it works. But trust me, any business whatsoever. But I don't, well, even though they used to have a manager, so it could be maybe that's how it was. Like I said, any project you are doing, please don't involve family in your business. Even if na cake business they do, even if na hairdressing business they do, don't involve family in your business. They can come help, and if they help, give them, bountifully give them for the services or the help they render. But recruiting them as part of your business, please don't. Please don't. This is coming from somebody who has had a first-hand experience of doing so. Please don't. And they said that owó ló máa ń bojú ọ̀rẹ́ jẹ́, and owó náà ló máa bojú family jẹ́. It is money that will turn friendship this way. And it is still the same money that will cause rifts, fights between siblings. So that's the lesson I want us to take away from all of this today, okay? And this live stream is almost 2 hours, so I'm going to be rounding up now. So I hope we have all listened and listen to Jude, listen to Mr. P. Obviously, Rude Boy has not come out saying anything other than blast that politician. It's all love amongst them. I don't think that they will do this because they want their life to permit. No, I believe it's all love. And I don't think there's any family where they don't have that particular black sheep that they will argue that they won't argue. I believe there's some like people like that in each family. So we have to be open to everybody, regardless of if they are slow in understanding, regardless of if they don't want to understand as well. You have to be sensitive, give them the chance, to express themselves whichever way they can. Okay, don't try and prove that, oh, I don't want to listen to you. And at times, all these older siblings, they overdo too much. Yes, I've read what Cynthia said, that that Jude was lying, that she was never signed or something like that. Yeah, I've read that. You missed it, Abby. So she practically called Jude a liar. That how can somebody be wearing white and you're still lying? So that's that with Cynthia Morgan there. So I don't think Rude Boy is going to be coming out to say anything because he's not said anything, and I think he's probably keeping quiet till EFCC finishes their investigation. So guys, that's me just rounding up, and also I want to give a notice. So there's going to be a giveaway, and this giveaway is going to happen sometimes in December, maybe towards Christmas. I have this tablet. It's brand new. Okay, I have this tablet. I wish I could sell it and buy a laptop, but if I sell it, it's not going to buy me a laptop because I want an Apple laptop. Look at the life of my laptop. See what happened to it. See, and this laptop has served me for 4 years. So I would have loved to sell this, save the money, and buy a laptop. Abby said, personally, my instincts, I feel. I hope you guys can hear my network went. That's how I feel, Abby. To be honest, that's how, because the first live stream I did, I was like, no, Jude should have left them. The first time it ever came clear to him that one of them doesn't want him, and I'm still of the opinion that it is probably the reason. Okay, but like I said, I hope they resolve themselves. I hope they resolve all this case. So, like I was saying, I would have loved to sell this, save the money so I could buy myself another laptop. But I'm going to be doing a giveaway, and this giveaway is going to be for towards December Christmas period. It depends on how huge this channel grow. Okay, so it's actually brand new. When I upgraded my phone, I was given this Galaxy tablet for free by Samsung. It's brand new. I've never used it. I opened it once to see what it looks like. You can see it's still all wrapped up in there. See, it's brand new. I've not even turned it on. Okay. So I'm going to be giving it away, but I'll definitely be announcing closer to the time. Look at that. It's brand new. Abby said I must enter this giveaway. You Unibo. So it's brand new. It's a brand new one. So when I upgraded my phone, that's the phone I'm using for this live stream now. It's the Galaxy 24 something Ultra. I think that's the latest one. Latest Galaxy Ultra. So I've only used this is my old Galaxy Samsung Galaxy, and I think this one is S24 or something. But the one I'm using right now that I upgraded, it's only been 3 months or something, is Galaxy X something. So when I upgraded, Samsung was they were doing a product, something I can't even remember what they were doing. So I got this free of charge from Samsung. It's a Galaxy tablet. It's a Galaxy, so it's brand new. I was hoping to sell it and then had money to it and buy myself another laptop. Abby said, I don't want to hear that I'm excluded though. Well, if you are a good girl, I might just include you in the giveaway. So I'm going to announce closer to the time, maybe a month before Christmas. I will announce it, but I just want you guys that are here to be the first person to hear it. So it's Samsung Galaxy tablet. Like I said, it's brand new. I've never used it. I've never turned it on. So we'll see how this channel grows, and then we'll decide when. But I will make a final announcement in November. So it's going to be going. It's going to be open to. I don't want to make it open to UK alone. Maybe all over the world. But if I choose a winner from outside of the UK, you'll have to pay for the shipping, because shipping could be very, very crazy. Or maybe if I find somebody coming, And I forgot to add, this tablet has has a pen as well, a stylo pen. Abby said, I'll be a good girl. Well, we shall see. Now that I know that this thing has a pen, I'm tempted to keep it now. But we'll see closer to time. If I'm able to make more money on YouTube to buy myself a laptop, yes, we'll do the giveaway. So with that being said, I'm just going to round up. And I also have another unbox. I have an unboxing that I need to do. I've been putting it aside. I need to unbox this. It's my new vlogging 20K by December minimum. Oh, I pray so. So start sharing that Thatmumof5 channel. Oh. So I got this as well. My YouTube pay for last month got me this. And if you go and check how much this has been, so this is £700. So I got it and I'll be unboxing it for you guys. So I want to start doing more vlogs about vlogging tourist places in Scotland. So maybe I want to start doing something from either later this year or next year. Unbox on TikTok. That one. All right, okay. I will try and film it. So I will film in vertical so that I'll be able to do it. I'll be able to upload it onto TikTok and also on short. So I want to I'm here to unbox this, okay? So like I said, the main purpose of getting this is to encourage me to do more vlogs. And then I want to start doing something from later on this year. On my day offs, I want to start and visit different cities in Scotland. Like, I live in Glasgow. Maybe I will go to Dundee for a day, just to bring out, I want to start doing that because I've seen people who have told me that, they've been watching my video from when they were in Nigeria and it helped them, decide coming to live in Scotland. Like, I actually met a fan who have been watching me from Nigeria at my work. He actually works at my work. I was finishing work that day and he was like, Thatmumof5. I was like, hey, bele. Who sabi me as Thatmumof5 here? And he was like, Thatmumof5. I've been watching it from Nigeria. And I was like, really? It was like, oh, your videos has helped me a lot to decide if I really want to come to Scotland. And no, I was super happy with that. So, like I said, I bought this. Abby said, yeah, repurpose your content. Yes, so that's what I want to start doing. So I want to start bringing that now. So on my day of start, I'm thinking of starting next month. So I probably won't be driving. I'm going to be jumping on the train. Okay. So I'll start from Edinburgh. I want to be going to places like that for a day. Maybe leave first thing in the morning, go to tourist areas in Edinburgh, in Dundee, in Aberdeen, all the cities in Scotland. I want to start touring them and then, share it for people because there are so many places you can move to in Scotland. So I want to encourage people, like, UK is not just about London alone. UK is divided into four. We've got UK, we've got London, Scotland, Northern Ireland. We've got that, so you can move to all of those places. So I want to start incorporating that into my channel. Hence why I decided to get this. And when I bought this, my husband was giving me one kind of side eye that I thought you don't have one. I'm like, I don't have money. Oh. It is YouTube Pay. So YouTube Pay was good last month, and it was all to all of you, and I really appreciate that. Hence why I'm saying, if this channel grows to 20,000 by December, in fact, I think we should put it at that. Abby, just like Abby said, if this channel grows to 20,000 by the end of the year, we shall give this away. Go and check out how much they sell this. And I'm probably gonna be the first Nigerian YouTuber who's gonna be giving away this. Yes, your bigger YouTubers cannot. Let me brag. Your big YouTubers cannot. So I'm probably going to be the first Nigerian YouTuber who's going to be giving a tablet away. And seriously, I really want to give it away. So you guys start subscribing, start engaging with my content. Like I said, I've had this Galaxy tablet since May of this year. Okay, I always upgrade my mobile phones on my birthdays. So I've had it since May of this year, and I got it free of charge. So I'm happy to, yeah, 20K by December or no tablet for you. Exactly. I'll be let them know. So yeah, you heard it here from here first. There's gonna be a Galaxy Samsung tablet giveaway for December if we get to 20,000 by December. Okay, trust me. See, if you get to 20,000 by December, if you win it in Nigeria, I will ship it by DHL to you. I'm a woman of my words. Okay. So anyway, guys, this is the end of the live stream for today. Thank you so much to every one of you who have been watching me. We've been here for 2 hours. Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate it. And please stay tuned for all the Gbasgbos that's going to be happening this week. Gbasgbos. I'm sure you all have seen some of those Gbasgbos on YouTube already. I've got videos. I've scheduled them because I'm going to be working 4 days this week. I've got videos and I've got a training, so I might not be here all the time. So I've got videos, and I think we have a live stream tomorrow where we're going to be talking about Pat Atta and Genevieve Naji. Pat Atta is suing TVC News, so that's going to be our live stream for either tomorrow or Tuesday. I'm going to schedule it, so you guys go set up your notification. And this is the end of my video. If you're watching back again, please like, comment, subscribe, turn on your post notification. You have missed, Abby, you have missed. But hopefully you don't miss this one tomorrow. So it's about Pat Atta and Genevieve Naji. So we're going to be discussing about them. Mama, I'll be here for the giveaway. No wahala at all. Keep sharing the news because, like I said, let me brag. I am going to be the first YouTuber on this street that's going to be giving away a tablet. Yes. So, guys, thank you so much. This is me wishing you all. Didn't know there was Basbos. Oh, you will find out, Abby. It's about pastors anyway. It's about pastors. So I think I've got a few videos on my channel anyway. The one VDM started, and there's another one by Abel Damina. So that one I already scheduled. So there's a live stream on Nedu podcast tomorrow. So yeah, that's just the tip of the iceberg there. So thank you guys so much. Please do have a blessed week. If you're in England, all of those areas where the riot has been in the past week, I would say advise you, do not use your earphones, okay? Do not use your earphones when you are walking. Be very, very observant of your environment. Be very, very vigilant, okay? And I pray God's protection on each and every one of us as we go out to our daily bread. Also, pray Ojo Tebi Bank Bono, we will not walk. When the road is hungry or thirsty for blood, we shall not walk that day. So that's my prayer for you all there. And I hope to see you all again when I'm back in this my corner. corner. And I'll see you all. Have a blessed week, and I will see you all again later, all right? Bye.